Hi, I want to go ahead and share with you guys how I use my daily favorite oils. Some of them are for protocols that I'm working on or health concerns I'm working on, but others just because I love to uplift myself in different ways and stimulate different emotions, and I can do that with the oils. So I went ahead and brought over my whole oil case. As you can see, um, it's taken some years to do this. We didn't go ahead and just get them all at once. We kind of took our time, but we have all the oils that doTERRA offers. And so that really lends to me getting to play with them in the way I do. So, as you grow your oil supply, especially those of you who get the loyalty rewards points and loyalty rewards monthly free oil of the month, you're able to build up your supply like I have. So, first, let me just share with you how I got into this and how I started using oils. I, for years, have been working with healing arts, studying all types of modalities, studying the body, the subtle bodies, chakras, transpersonal psychology, um, different types of Western medicine practices, different Eastern, Asian, many different cultures of natural medicine. I've grown gardens and played with evolving my green thumb. Um, I've studied yoga. So I've had a ton of input around healing modalities. And I always came back to the simplest, to the meditation and to the ability to really think into place what's going on, as well as be the vibration of what you want and allow that to start to happen naturally, because we are perfect always, forever, eternal, and we have to remember that we are, have a perfection state and kind of let ourselves get back into that vibrationally by expanding ourselves, our sense of self, and realizing the self. So, long and short of that is I briefly touched on aromatherapy and essential oils in doing sessions on people, cranial, sacral, and Reiki sessions. And so I really didn't pay much mind to the craze came over a friend of mine, Amy, about 5 or 6 years ago. It just didn't dawn on me that they could be this powerful. So I saw her playing with them and playing with them in a way that many people started following her and listening to her talk about these oils, these vibrational beings, as she would put it. And so I went ahead and got a kit, and it sat on a shelf collecting dust. And then came motherhood, the depths of motherhood, where I didn't know how to help my daughter vibrationally through meditation, through different types of cranial sacral practices. I couldn't assist her at 2 years old with a digestive and respiratory situation. So when I flipped open a book one evening after 2 months of struggling as a new mother, trying to help my daughter who was not doing well, I found that someone had used oregano for her situation. And so I immediately broke open the box in the middle of the night and took the oregano to her and didn't apply it correctly. Actually, applied it straight to her skin, and that's a very hot oil. Now that I've opened a book and really studied them, I'm reminded about how hot some oils can be. So I remind you that as well. Make sure you get a Modern Essentials book. So, anyways, after about 2 weeks of applying the oregano diluted on her spine with a few other essential oils like frankincense and melaleuca and lemon water, she knocked it out. So that was awesome. And that started my journey of going, wait a minute, there's much more than just aromatherapy here going on. So through the past 4 years or so, a lot has evolved for me in the understanding of the oils. And that's what I mean about, some days I'm going to them for emotional evolution. So let me share my physical remedies that I'm working with, my thyroid health. And so for my thyroid, I love lemongrass, and I hope I have it here. I do. And so lemongrass and myrrh, and sometimes I'll use peppermint. but I actually don't have peppermint right here. So lemongrass and myrrh. Myrrh is such a sappy oil. It's very mothering. It's very soothing and grounding. And then lemongrass, it's invigorating. It stimulates the thyroid. And I go ahead and put in a 5 milliliter roll-on. About, just depends on, I muscle test to figure out the exact amount of drops, but typically about 10 drops each, sometimes up to 20 drops each. And then I top it off with jojoba jojoba oil. And I put that in a roll-on, um, an empty roll-on. Let's see if I have one right here. I don't have one right here, but here's an old remedy that I was working with for my thyroid, but it was a little bit too much. It was causing me to cleanse too fast, and I was getting red bumps. So I stopped using this, but this is how I would make the roll-on. It's actually next to my bed. And I would put the lemongrass sticker in the myrrh sticker. So those two are there. So I can't say enough about being consistent and making a remedy, making a roll-on that you can use every day, morning and night, and watching how your body evolves and watching how symptoms disappear, and your alertness increases, your awareness to your body increases, saying, you know to put it on morning and night, or whatever remedy you're following. But then you also intuitively know that when you need to go to it, because there's just something drawing you to that vibration of the myrrh and lemongrass, and it's saying, put me on. And even if it's not being put on right to the same place that I do morning and night, I'll at least smell it and work with that cleansing emotion. Cleansing your emotions is really what lemongrass can do. And myrrh is mothering, getting you into nurturing yourself. So if I need that, sensation, if I want to really bring that in to my being and offer my emotions a little bit of a smoothing out, I will go to my roll-on, more than just morning and night. So those two I love, 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 because they are really helping me. Some others that I do daily are frankincense. Frankincense I love to do about 1 to 3 drops under my tongue. I immediately feel like I come into alignment, like I'm all kind of wild-haired and splayed out. And then all of a sudden it's like it brings all my energetic just chords all together, really refined down my spine. That's how, if I could give you a visual, that's what it feels like. So I do love frankincense for just overall balance and clarity. We just finished a study at the center with a chiropractor who also showed how it increases your timing, it increases your alertness, it increases just your ability to really come into center, into balance faster. So what else? Those are the really 2 remedies I'm working with daily. If I was feeling a little off, I love going to On Guard if I feel like I'm just getting my immune system starting to lower. I love going to On Guard and just taking a drop and rubbing it to my feet. And then obviously smelling it because it's just so yummy. It's got cinnamon. I love cinnamon. I love the way that smells, especially with the clove, wild orange, rosemary, and eucalyptus. What else do I love? I love putting lemon water. This is actually, I take that back. There's a third. I love putting a drop of lemon in my water in the morning. As I also work with apple cider vinegar and a little bit of tip of bicarbonate soda. And I feel that really alkalizes me and gets my cells really happy and vibrant. So let's go to emotional, what I love to work with. I love to work with Arbor Vitae. It helps me really feel like I'm stimulating my masculine. It kind of gives me a boost. It reminds me of a mechanic shop. I love the way helichrysum smells. I don't put it on a lot. I really use this wisely. It's a 5 milliliter, and it can it can stop bleeding right away, and so it's really a good mom oil to have, or dad oil to have around, and in the first aid kit. And but I love the smell of it. So emotionally, these are, again, I'm just showing you ones that I go to because it's just, they draw me. I love making ginger ale sometimes. I don't do it every day, but if I have sparkling water, If I put some ginger in, it really tastes like ginger ale and maybe a few ice cubes. And it's just a really good refreshing drink later in the afternoon. I like to have refreshing drinks, high vibration drinks. So, mineral water, we need minerals. And then if you top it off with just a drop or two of an essential oil, the ones that are food grade, obviously, ones that have a supplement fact label that are indeed safe to ingest as well. And I'll just give you a couple more of my so favorites. I do have to say I love Melaleuca. I didn't like it at first, tea tree oil, but I love cleaning with it. It just makes me feel like the house gets a new set of boundaries, which is funny because Melaleuca works on your boundaries. It helps you feel strong and feel secure and stable in your foundation, as well as able to emotionally say no when you need to say no, and yes when you really mean yes. Okay, so let's just give you two more. Oh, I definitely see the two more. I love Roman chamomile. It works on soul purpose, so this is a great one to put on in the morning if you're really needing path focus. You need to know, maybe you're feeling a transition coming on or something's changing big time on your career, or you just need inspiration that's like super powerful. Smelling some of this, as well as you could even put a drop in your hands, rub it to your chest so that you smell it longer through the day and get that inspiration, that soul inspiration. And then finally, I love Melissa lemon balm. It comes really small. It's hard to get with doTERRA just because of the seasons. The climate change has not been able to produce it as easily when it's too wet. But it is the oil of light, and it really brings in high frequency light. So again, it's also one to work with in meditation, or if you're feeling just like you left a situation, you feel heavy or dark, dim, maybe something not so good happened with a friend or a group of people, and you're feeling down emotionally, mentally. Put a drop of this in your hands, take a deep inhale, rub it to your chest, and then rub the remainder to your feet. And it just gives me this sensation that I am a beam of light. Like if I was somehow had a dark cloud come over me, that cloud moves away and the sun just beams full light into me. So those are some of my right now favorite oils, and I hope that inspired you. And let me know what your favorite oils are. I'm really curious to know what you do daily in physical realm as well as emotional. Okay, have a great day.